right. Is everyone comfortable? Let's begin. All right, so thank you everyone for joining us. Like I said before, my name is Tara. I am co-president of the group, and this is Hidden Visions. And this presentation will just tell you all about it, and we shall begin. So to begin, I want to ask a question. How many of you have listened to a song while driving in the car or sitting in the passenger seat, and you had this music video playing in your head, just perfect music video that you wish that you could bring to life? Or how many of you have written a script that you had this perfect idea for, you just needed actors to bring it to life? Or maybe even found a scene, a theater scene that's been previously written that you wanted to act out, but you needed a partner to do it with. So these are just a few examples of hidden visions that we want to help bring to life for all of you. Any hidden vision that you might have had, we want to help you find that hidden vision. So collaborating, forming a community where you can collaborate with each other, create these projects, and then perform or present them in any way, shape, or form.
Right. I mean, this is going to be your creative outlet. And like I was mentioning in the early bird games, everyone needs a creative outlet, and we have majors that are not limited to just theater. We have people in CSE, in Carlson, in CLA. We have a wide range of majors, and that's because everybody needs a creative outlet. And, you know, that's what we're here for. What we want is we want to fuel creativity and collaboration. We're just using the entertainment industry as our medium. And so, you know, you got to bring your own creative ideas to life. And maybe we help each other along the way.
All right, Gen Z, do it with me. Let's go. We're all in this together. Remember the word. Yeah, you get it. Okay.
In that show.
We're all together. That is the theme of this. So this is a really tough time for artists, right? It is very difficult to create work when you have to be a certain distance apart, and also you can't see each other's faces very well. It's a little difficult. So part of the reason that we're making this group is we want to give everybody a creative outlet, like Haley said. We want to tailor it as best we can to the current situation and be a support group. This is where we can meet friends. We can meet fellow artists who work on specialties that we might not have thought of. This is a place to network with other folks who are interested in things. And we're hoping that not only can we be a support group, we can also be a place where you can develop your skills that you might not have put too much into before, and hopefully get some networking, gain a deeper appreciation for the industry in general.
All right, and since community is such a very an important idea for our group, we would like to just take a chance to introduce ourselves, maybe just kind of open up, get friendly, just maybe find some common points where we can grow closer together. And so without further ado, let's meet the officers.
All right, so as mentioned before, my name is Tara, and I am co-president of Hidden Visions, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. I am a theater major, and I have a minor in studies in cinema and media culture. So some of the things that I love to do, I like playing video games with my friends, listening to music, including musicals, naturally theater major, oldies and alternative. I like watching movies and TV, and I really like traveling. On the topic of traveling, Cocoa Beach, Florida is my family's favorite vacation spot. We used to go there once a year growing up, so it just kind of became my paradise. And I'm excited to go there again sometime, hopefully very soon. And then I have something here. This is something about me y'all need to know. I am a proud cat mom. So the only excuse for not liking cats is if you're allergic. And I gotta be honest, in my head, that's barely excusable, but it's okay. I believe that I can make you like my cats. That's what's important. All right, and lastly, as I mentioned, I like playing video games, and Sims is really addicting. I can play that for too many hours, honestly, in one sitting.
That's a good one. I should have added that on mine, but I'm Haley, and I'm the second co-president, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. And I am currently a marketing major at Carlson School of Management. And, you know, besides doing all of the ton of homework I have, I love watching movies and television and, you know, growing in that aspect of the entertainment industry. See, it's helpful to watch movies. And then, you know, I like crocheting when I listen to audiobooks and going on runs and hikes because you got to get that fresh air somehow. Thank you, pandemic. And yes, I do still play Minecraft, but it's mostly to keep in touch with family and friends. And then, like I mentioned earlier in the early bird games, everyone knows it's Duck, Duck, Gray Duck. Thank you. And then lastly, I performed in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade back in 2017 with my high school. I performed in the marching men there.
Yeah, awesome. Hi, everybody. My name's Alexa, and I'm the treasurer for this group. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And I'm an accounting major at the Carlson School, so I'm really excited about this group because I probably never would have met most of you had I not joined, because I'm always just in the Carlson School doing weird stuff. I really enjoy, exactly, that's what we do there. Us business majors are boring. I really enjoy playing instruments. Quilting has been a larger part of my life now that I'm home all the time. And I'm really into 3-hour naps right now, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Taco Bell is my favorite restaurant. I don't know if you can see, I have like a shrine to Taco Bell in the back. Some of my friends painted that for me. Jif is pronounced Jif, like giraffe, and no one can convince me otherwise. That is how it's pronounced. And kind of cool, I can pogo stick, which is interesting and dorky, but I can.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna Straw. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm majoring in journalism and theater, and I'm also minoring in studies in cinema and media culture. In my free time, I like to watch movies, TV, musicals. More often than not these days, you can probably find me scrolling through TikTok, however. But I also like to read, cross-stitch, and bullet journal. So if any of you are interested in that, feel free to hit me up to talk about those things. As for some facts about me, I, as a child, used to be scared of the FBI warnings on VHS tapes and DVDs. I'd run out of the room screaming and crying. No one knows why to this day. I am Team Duck, Duck, Goose. I'm from Wisconsin. I think it's an occupational hazard, so I'm sorry to Haley and anyone else.
Okay, I forgive you.
Thank you. And I'm proud to announce that my freshman year of college, I received the high honor of getting the legendary Crown of Wonder on Webkinz, and I still consider it one of my greatest achievements. So yeah, that's a little about me.
Hi, I'm Cole Davidson, and I'm the Community Outreach Officer, which basically means that I act as PR, and my pronouns are he, him, and his. My major is computer science, and I've got a minor in mathematics, so I'm very much more in the technical side than the artsy side for my education most of the time. But I still really love being creative, and so I really love reading, biking, playing piano, singing. And actually, when I was younger, I really loved making little Lego stop motion movies like you would find on YouTube, where you take your Bionicles or your little Lego minifigures and you take a picture and then move it a bit, and take a picture and move it again. Which also worked very well for the second point, because I really like performing and like talking and a lot. So if I ever tend to get a little carried away, please feel free. Don't worry about offending me. Just tell me to shut up. It'll all be good. And then finally, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So I actually had dial-up internet until I was in middle school, which was kind of funny to look back on now. Because like when you have friends talking about like going and watching a YouTube video, and then I'd sit at home and like wait 40 minutes for some 240p Smosh video to buffer, which was really funny.
Alrighty, y'all. Hi, everybody. I'm Marguerite. I'm going to be the secretary for Hidden Visions, she, her, hers pronouns. I am a theater major. I enjoy all sorts of things that I'm not good at. I like making crepes, playing guitar very poorly, and challengers welcome. I love Mario Kart. I used to be great at the Wii. I'm getting into the app. It's not terrible. A couple fun facts about me. I've been getting back into puppetry recently. Did a little in high school, trying to get back into it. I've been attempting to make my own. It's been going minimally well. I like pineapple on pizza. I will die on this hill. It's probably the one thing I disagree with Gordon Ramsay on. It's fine. And of course, I have to get this out of the way so no one discovers it about me. I was in the Scripps National Spelling Bee in middle school, 7th grade and 8th grade, 2013 and 14. Please don't look it up. My braces made me look like a Cabbage Patch Kid, and the Associated Press caught me with quite a few really bad camera angles. It was not very nice of them, so please.
All right, so now that you know a little bit about what our mission is and you've met the officers, you're probably wondering how much time am I going to be expected to commit to this group if I want to be a part of it. So we're all students, we're busy with homework, work, personal lives, and existing during this difficult time, but we're going to get into the details about these kinds of logistics, so please don't fall asleep on us. We promise we will try not to bore you too much and take too much of your time, and feel free to put questions in the chat throughout if you need to. So all of our meetings are going to be virtual on Zoom for the rest of the spring semester. Our first official member meeting is going to be Tuesday, February 16th at 5:30 p.m., which is actually pitch night, which you'll hear a little bit about in a few minutes here. And after that, our meetings will be bi-monthly, every other Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. And those are going to include check-ins on each other and how projects are going, help if you need help to be connected to resources, finding equipment, maybe communicating with your team members, anything of that sort. And community building, which sounds a bit stuffy, but really just means fun and games. We want to build a community together, become friends and great collaborators. So that's what we intend to do.
All right, so how does Hidden Visions work specifically? So basically those questions that I asked at the beginning of the meeting, like, do you have hidden visions? Do you have these ideas that you want to create? So we just want to be a platform basically for you guys to find collaborators, a community of people that you can create these projects with. And we want you to be able to contribute to every aspect of the process, be it developing ideas, pitching the ideas, producing and doing whatever medium that you need to do to create it, and then distributing it over our website, on our Instagram, and things like that.
Yeah, our website is not set up yet, so don't Google it yet because you'll find nothing. Anyway, going along those lines, we also, there are people who are only interested in, screenwriting or script writing or just writing. And they don't have, they don't want to really create it or act in it. They just want to create the written portions. We need you. We need you to help these other people who aren't really interested in writing and they just want to perform or they want to just edit. And so what we are is we are this platform. We are your support group. We bring together all of these people who have interests in one thing or all of these things, and we work together and we help you create these projects. We don't create your projects for you. Trust us, it would be horrible. We help you create your projects.
And some of the other benefits, so as we mentioned, you'll have team members to create these projects with. We also want to give you access to equipment. So should you need like special equipment that you don't currently have, there's resources on campus. And also we can maybe have members share equipment if willing, and just a wider outreach for your audiences for your projects and everything.
Right, and so then these committees are going to be meeting outside of the every other Tuesday meeting. And this is because we don't know when you are going to be working on your project. We don't know what the time commitment is going to be like for those committees. And so like Jenna was mentioning earlier, the every other meeting on Tuesday is going to be, the big membership meetings. It's not going to be the project meetings.
So every subcommittee that we create, all the teams, will be responsible for finding times that work for them to meet. We recommend maybe making Tuesdays at 5:30. That's time that you can meet, just because we know that if you're able to come to the big meetings, that is a time that more than likely you're available. But of course, when you form these teams, you can talk out with your members and decide when is best for you.
And so what we have is a giant think tank full of ideas. That's what we're here for. And so you guys are going to hear again, I know we keep mentioning it, pitch night, which is going to be next Tuesday. And once all the pitches are, sorted out, there are going to be more left over. And so you're wondering, why finish the project right away? It's okay. We got another one for you. We got you. And so you're going to keep having these pitches that you can have, and they're going into the collective idea pool, that giant think tank. And so, you know, you can either create your own, or maybe someone else has an idea that you'd love to expand on.
So then also with these pitches and these projects, as you're creating them, as I mentioned, we want to post trailers and update our social media accounts with your projects. So we're hoping that if you join, we can have those be content on our media page that you can get out, get people hyped for your projects and everything. And then there will be an awards ceremony or a presentation day, a performance day for everything at the Visionettes, which we will talk a little bit more later. I also just wanted to mention this group also has some benefits professionally. So if you were interested in the industry, it does help you grow your skills, of course, and build a portfolio. All these projects you can build into your portfolio. All the people that you meet in this group can grow your network. And honestly, it can gain you exposure for your projects, depending on like how the social media pages advertise and getting it up on our YouTube and later on our website. So there are some potentially professional development type stuff that this group can offer you as well. Also, we might be having, again, we'll talk about some other events later too that we could have, but we might be having guest speakers come in from the industry, which could be very great to hear from.
Alrighty, so special types of meetings. So just to reiterate what we've already mentioned, the vast majority of your time commitment is going to be committees working on their own projects on your own time. You can develop that and suit it around your own time needs. The most that you're going to be doing as the full group is those bi-monthly Tuesday meetings that are just check-ins for everybody. However, we've got a couple special bi-monthly meetings for everybody. So one of those, pitch night, ta-da! Next Tuesday, February 16th, the great pitch night that we've been teasing through this whole presentation. This is what it is. Between now and next Tuesday, anybody who wants to be a member can send in those pitches, and we will have the first night of pitches next Tuesday. There's a Google form and a presence.io form. Let's be entirely honest, we are not big fans of Presence, also known as—
Please use Google, please.
We are gonna mostly use Google. So please, we will have the Google form mostly available to you. Let's keep to that. That little asterisk there, since this is our first time doing pitches, obviously we've got a slot on the form for trigger warning. You can totally fill that out if your piece does have some heavier themes. Absolutely, we are totally fine with that. Just consider like general respect, general guidelines, just tailor it and let us know if there's any issues that come up, and we will work around it and help you figure out how we can make that a respectful, good piece that fits in our guidelines. But just common sense, y'all.
There are more guidelines on the pitch form too. When you put in your ideas, it will have it more in depth.
Perfect. So once we see those things coming in on the form, we will approve those pitches and they will be presented on pitch night. We will have a whole thing ready for you and you can present your pitch. Essentially, what that is everybody who's there for pitch night gets to decide, oh, I want to work on this project, so I'm going to fill my name in and you can put me as this position. If you need a director, say you need a director and someone can sign up for that. If you need a number of actors, people can sign up for that and you can audition them, or you can just assign them as you see fit. And once you've got everybody filled in the way that you need, check in with us and you'll be sent on your merry way to create. And extra details, if you want to present your pitch, aka you want to be the director, there will be a question on the form that says, do you want to be the director, essentially? Do you want to take charge of this pitch? You are welcome to say, no, I'm just putting it out there and somebody can do with it what they will. You're also welcome to say, yes, this is my baby, I really want to direct this. So if you've got a particular vision, you will be given a couple of minutes, 2 minutes maximum, please, since we've got a few things to go through on that first night, and you will be given a moment to say your piece and generate some interest. No need to prepare anything unless you've got a little spiel. We will have everything up on the presentation for you. And like I said, everybody will vote on whichever pitch they want to be a part of. And keep in mind, especially for the first time while we're working out all the kinks, there might be limited space available. We will make sure everybody has a place. Everyone who is interested is going to figure something out. We're just still figuring things out. So give us a little bit of leeway if it's not your first choice that you get assigned to first time around. And the Visionettes have already been teased as well. So this is our big awards show at the end of the semester. All projects get to be released. We get to see them all, whatever those might be. Probably end of April, beginning of May. This is our big Tony night, essentially. Probably going to be virtual, but maybe in future semesters we could do a whole fancy red carpet thing.
And as for other special events, those are yet to be determined, and we want to hear from you. We've got some ideas of our own, but we want to know what you want to see. So those could include things like specific project check-ins or feedback days. Should we do a virtual improv night or poetry, maybe live spoken word, other live performances? We've talked about maybe inviting guest speakers, having some sort of networking night. Should we all get together and watch a movie, maybe hop on Zoom, play some Jackbox games? The possibilities are endless, which is our slogan. And if you have any specific ideas that you would like us to host, you can go ahead and send those to our email here at the bottom of the screen, and we'll work on making those happen for you.
So at this point, we've talked a lot about how the organization works, but we haven't necessarily talked about what you could expect to make or what you may like to make. So we've written down a list of ideas of what we think is feasible at our current scale and what maybe we can do in the future. So especially due to COVID. So right off the bat, we think that it'd be very possible to do any sort of audio project. Are you interested in making a podcast, a radio drama? Are you interested in making a film, short film, a movie, just a simple like YouTube or TikTok skit? Or perhaps you're focused more on music. If you want to like do a song cover, a music video, a concert like with instrumental pieces. All the things that should be mentioned about everything we've seen up now is that this would go on our social media. So you could expect to find it online where you could share it with your friends. In terms of like the theater and the live performance and dance, this isn't anything that we would expect to like host a physical venue at a venue right now due to COVID, but maybe in the future semesters. So in the meantime, we would just have to encourage you to record it and then we can share it that way as well. So that would be theater or live performance, dance, any kind, like experimental, avant-garde, or just a traditional like ballet. And then also we've heard some interest in doing writing or photography, which aren't necessarily like performing arts. And we encourage all sorts of creativity. So we would happily, except for like example photography, we can post on social media, and writing pieces, maybe in the future, once we get a website up and running, we could form like a blog or like a writer's corner where we could post work. But for now, we would just encourage you to focus on playwriting and screenwriting. And then of course, just it's worth mentioning, due to the pandemic, it is possible. We will not discourage you from meeting up in person if that's how you want to conduct committee meetings, but we do encourage you to follow the health guidelines, going outdoors when you can versus indoors, and then of course, socially distancing.
So that's all the information we have for you. If you're interested in Hidden Visions, we encourage you to fill out this membership application form. Can one of our officers throw that link in the chat? My technology isn't allowing me to do that right now. Awesome, thank you.
100%.
So I really encourage you, if you haven't yet, fill out that membership application form and check us out. To our current and new members, Pitch Week is next week. You have 1 week to send in those pitches. The window closes at 12 p.m. next Tuesday, February 16th, which is 5.5 hours before pitch night starts, and we're really excited to see what you all come up with.
And we'll send out that pitch night form, that submission form, in an email for all our signing on members after the kickoff.
Does anybody have any questions?